And the deadline to file your tax return is, of course, a little over a month away. And there are some things you may not realize about your taxes, so you're going to want to pay attention to what News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai has to tell us before you file this year's return.
As you're getting ready to file your taxes this year, don't be surprised when you don't get the kind of tax return you once did. I sat down with financial advisor David Griffith to find out why that is.
As I'm doing taxes this year, I'm seeing that people are owing more or getting less back. But also what you see is that people are not withholding as much in their paychecks. They're like, why are my refunds low?
Even if you haven't changed your withholdings, you're still going to see less of a return. That's because the government decided to change the amount they're taking from your earnings. They're actually taking less money out of each paycheck, so they're not paying out big returns at the end of the year.
The government started to say, listen, why are we doing it this way? Why don't we just withhold less from people's paychecks so that they're getting more? But now people who are used to depending on those high refunds aren't getting them anymore, and it's causing a problem.
Another problem is how taxes are collected. The government doesn't really start withholdings until you've reached a threshold of $13,000. That can add up quickly if you have a side job.
What I am seeing a lot of times is people have side hustles and a second job, and job one isn't withholding taxes because you're still under that $13,000. And then they got another job that doesn't realize that they got a job over here. And so both jobs aren't withholding taxes. And then you get the two W-2s combined and they're like, oh, you owe all this money, and people are freaking out.
People often forget to file those little transactions they made when investing in Bitcoin or any online trades. It's easy to do since the companies aren't sending you any tax information in the mail.
A lot of these companies don't want to pay the postage to mail it to you anymore, and so when you establish your account online at E-Trade or Coinbase, you're checking off a box that says that you agree to go in there and download, it's on you, the responsibility of getting the tax form. And a lot of people just forget that.
The deadline to file your taxes is on Monday, April 15th, but it's a good idea not to wait until the last minute to file your taxes.
The past 2 years, several people would do their tax returns, said, I want what I owe direct deposited or direct debited. And because of all the glitches and the overwhelming volume in the system, it shut down and people's taxes weren't paid on time.
Tonight at 6, we'll have some tips on how to pay less in taxes and maybe get a tax credit or two. In Utica, I'm Kirk Tupai reporting for News Channel 2.